Hey everyone, and welcome. You know that feeling, right? That sinking in your stomach when your code just stops with some error message you've never seen before. Well, today, we're going to flip that script. We're going to turn that frustration into a real skill. We'll break down exactly how to troubleshoot like a pro in the world of open source. So let's jump right into that moment we all know and, well, dread. It happens to the best of us. You're in the flow, you're building something incredible, and then, bam, a wall of red text disappears on your screen. That little moment of panic, it's totally universal. But what you do in the next 5 minutes, that's what makes all the difference. That's what separates a totally wasted afternoon from a huge leap forward in your skills. So where do you even begin?
First things first, let's just get one thing straight. Hitting a problem isn't a failure. Not at all. It's actually a sign that you're pushing the limits, working with really powerful and complex tools, like Hey Transformers or any other amazing open source library. An error is just the computer's way of saying, hey, I'm a little confused. Can you clarify this for me? It's a completely normal, expected part of the whole process.
Okay, so before you even think about asking for help on a forum or Slack, your first job is to put on your detective hat. This is the debugging phase. This is where you have a little conversation with your code and, more importantly, you actually listen to what that error message is trying to tell you. And honestly, this is probably the most important skill you can ever develop.
So here's your game plan. 3 simple steps. Number 1, read the entire error message. I know, it's tempting to just look at the last line, but the real clues are often buried in the middle. Second, you have to isolate the problem. Try to create the smallest, tiniest piece of code that still gives you that same error. This is a game changer because it cuts out all the noise. And third, search for it. Copy the important part of that error and paste it into a search engine. I can pretty much guarantee you are not the first person who's ever seen it.
All right, so you've done your homework, you've played detective, you've searched online, but you're still stuck. Now's the time to bring in the community. But listen, how you ask for help is every bit as important as what you're asking. Your main goal here is to make it as easy as humanly possible for someone else to help you out.
And this right here says it all. Look at the one on the left. My code is broken, please help. I mean, what can anyone do with that? It's a dead end. But now look at the one on the right. Now that is something we can work with. It tells us the specific error, the model involved, the context, and it promises to show the code. See the difference? It shows you respect the time of the people you're asking for help.
And here is just a perfect example of a great forum post. Let's just break it down for a second. It clearly states the goal, fine-tuning a specific model. It names the exact error, CUDA out of memory. And look at that, it even includes the environment details, the PyTorch version, the GPU, and then the magic words, minimal reproducible code snippet. This is the absolute gold standard. With a post like this, you're not just begging for an answer, you're inviting someone to collaborate with you on finding a solution.
So, what if you've done all your research, you've tried everything, and you're starting to suspect the problem isn't actually with your code, but it might be a real bug in the library itself? Well, congratulations, because this is your chance to be a hero to the project by filing an awesome bug report.
Writing a great bug report is seriously a craft. You need a clear descriptive title, not just it's broken, but something like value error when tokenizer gets non-string input. You absolutely have to include the exact library version. Code changes constantly, so this is crucial. There it is again, that minimal code snippet. You need the full error message. And finally, and this is so important, tell them what you expected to happen. This helps the developers get inside your head and fix the real problem so much faster.
You have to remember this. This is the key takeaway. You're not complaining, you're not being a nuisance. By taking the time to write a clear, detailed bug report, you are actively and valuably contributing to an open source project. You are making that tool better for every single person who comes after you. That's a huge deal.
Now, let's kind of zoom out for a second. We've been using examples from machine learning and Hugging Face, but honestly, these skills we've just covered, they're not specific to any one technology. These are universal principles for working together effectively anywhere.
And that's the real truth of it. Learning how to debug your own stuff first, ask for help in a clear way, and report issues effectively, this is all about communication. It's about collaboration and, just having respect for other people's time and effort. These are the skills that make open source communities, and really any team, actually work. So maybe we should redefine what it even means to be a contributor. You don't have to be some genius who writes a brand new feature from scratch. You don't have to fix some super deep bug in the core code. Simply by finding a problem, doing your homework, and then reporting it clearly, you are improving the project. You are an open source contributor, period.
So the next time that error message pops up, I want you to try something. Don't see it as a roadblock. See it as an invitation to learn something new, to dig in, to connect with a huge community of smart people, and maybe, just maybe, to make a real contribution. You have all the tools you need. The only question left is, what will you help build next?